"You think you're brave? Let's see if you can stand still for this." Those were the last words anyone heard before chaos erupted at one of the most sacred places in the United States, the tomb of the unknown soldier. The voice came from a masked figure who sprinted out from the crowd and hurled a combat knife directly at the guard standing post. Gasps echoed, people screamed, and tourists instinctively ducked or froze, all eyes locked onto the weapon spinning through the air. But the guard? He didn't flinch, he didn't move, he didn't even blink. In one lightning-fast motion, his hand snapped up, precise, practiced, unshaken, and caught the knife inches from his chest. The blade never touched him. The crowd didn't even know how to react. Some gasped in disbelief. Others stood there, mouths open, stunned by what they had just seen. Not a single movement from him had broken military form. His other hand remained firm on the ceremonial rifle pressed to his shoulder. He slowly turned his head, eyes locked on the attacker, and took a single step forward. In a voice quiet but commanding, he stated that the sacred ground had been violated and that the intruder would be removed. Before the man in the black mask could even think about fleeing, military police rushed in from all sides. The attacker tried to run but was taken down swiftly, restrained within seconds. The surrounding tourists began to gather again, phones shaking in their hands, emotions still running high. But Staff Sergeant Daniel Cross, the tomb guard who caught the knife, had already returned to his position. Expression unreadable, posture immaculate, eyes forward. The incident happened during the changing of the guard, a ceremony known for its absolute silence, its reverence, and its flawless precision. That day, dozens of visitors had lined up to witness the tradition, many unaware of what it meant, but all captivated by the perfection of its execution. The guards train for months, endure grueling preparation, and swear an oath that their watch will never falter, regardless of weather, chaos, or threat. But no one expected that oath to be tested in such a violent and public way. The footage of the attack hit the internet within minutes. One tourist's phone had captured it all. The masked man's sudden movement, the blur of the knife in the air, the single-handed catch that defied belief. The clip went viral across every platform, labeled with titles like "He Didn't Even Blink" and "Tomb Guard Stops Knife with Bare Hand." Millions watched in disbelief. Reaction videos, news breakdowns, and frame-by-frame analysis flooded social media. Veterans posted their respect, civilians posted their awe, and yet, in the midst of all the noise, the man at the center of it all refused to speak. Staff Sergeant Cross didn't ask for interviews. He didn't take credit. He never commented publicly. Because to him, this wasn't about going viral, it was about a sacred promise. Years before ever stepping foot on that ceremonial platform, Cross had served in the 75th Ranger Regiment, where he had seen real combat, the kind that burns itself into your memory forever. He had survived ambushes, cleared IED fields, and carried fallen brothers on his back. He knew danger. He knew fear. But more than that, he knew discipline. And it was discipline, not instinct, that made his hand move when that knife flew. For Cross, standing at the tomb wasn't just an assignment. It was a calling. Every step he took on that marble platform was in honor of those who never returned. Those who were lost in battle and never named. Men and women who gave everything and received only a tomb with no identity. That post demanded more than precision. It demanded presence. The kind of presence that doesn't break under pressure, doesn't respond to taunts, and doesn't panic when blades fly. The kind of presence that makes you a living symbol of the sacrifice you represent. As the story spread, the attacker was revealed to be a radical extremist, seeking to make a statement by disrupting the most sacred military site in the country. But his actions didn't send the message he intended. Instead, what the world saw was a different kind of power. The power of calm, quiet honor. One man standing between chaos and sacred ground. One soldier whose entire body had become a wall of unshakable respect. In the weeks that followed, the military awarded Cross with a commendation, and tributes poured in from every corner of the nation. The president requested a private meeting. The public wanted interviews. But when asked if he would take a promotion or public recognition, Cross reportedly responded with just one sentence: "I'd like to return to my post." That's who he was, A man who believed the highest duty was not recognition, but consistency, the kind that doesn't demand applause, but earns it without ever asking. The tomb remains guarded, day and night, rain or shine. And now, because of that one moment, millions more understand just how serious that promise really is. The Tomb Guard Creed includes a line that says, "My standard will remain perfection." That day, Cross lived that line word for word, not just in posture, but in courage. True discipline doesn't react, it responds. It doesn't waver, it protects. And real strength is quiet, focused, and unwavering, even when a weapon is flying toward your chest. Before we end this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear. If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know how you feel in the comment.